Hi, my name is Eric, but my avatar is Shinzar. My love for gaming is the product of my mind's desire to deconstruct a thing, to know a thing, to master it. Started when I was a child. And yes, this made me a geek, albeit an athletic one. Yep, football, baseball, even benching 375 in a state competition. All the while dreaming of lasers, goblins, witches, wizards, dragons, and empires. A player was born, a true OG, pistol only deathmatch, all day long on a server, while those restrictions were only mine, imposed on me alone. Everyone else could use whatever weapon they wanted, and I would dominate servers. So I know I'm a gamer. Now, as a developer, I realize how stupid and naive I was. The reality is the best way to avoid legal action or large emergency payouts is by licensing from studios like Epic or what we call engines. Now, this has a flat fee, and depending on the engine, whether you're using Epic, I'm not assigning prices to a specific company. Epic is just a name you're familiar with. There are many other companies out there attempting to compete with Epic in that space. And these can range from a $20,000 layout or more just for your opening license, and then $5,000 to $10,000 per user using their engine to develop your game. Now, then you're going to have about, let's be nice, I'm shooting for 20, but I don't know if that's possible. That's a small studio. 20 engineers. There's 3D graphics engineers. And their pay is about $100,000 a year in USD each year. Now, we haven't even covered music, actors, voiceovers, CGI work, servers, communications from different offices, office space, hardware, all of the things, telephone service, water service, electricity, bandwidth, all of these things. And let's not forget taxes, payments on the building, Uncle Sam and all that jazz, and then foreign governments if you're using studios overseas. For years, I've ran and managed others' businesses and empires. I've made several of them yacht-sized profits. It isn't the same. One would think you go to a bank, you show your projections, your streams of income, revenue, how you think it's going to balance against employees. If they have terminologies for this in business class, I'm just trying to explain it to you if you don't know them. Because I think terminology can be another version of gatekeeping. So think of all the inner workings that a business could need. There is no bank. I mean, you would think that you would go to a bank and you'd show them your market share projections, the whole entire 9 yards, your budget, everything. And then the bank would yay or nay, whether or not they think you're going to be successful, product, credit, so on and so forth. Well, some of them exist. And the very first thing that they hand you is a list. And this list is you must do or you must not do, dictating the inner working policies of your company, or you don't get any money. And these policies do nothing but hinder or affect creativity and cohesion within an artistic environment. It's not like we're just producing widgets and people are just stamping a machine all day. These are artists. These are creative people. And then if you have morals or principles and you don't wish to enter into this, you can then go to these things called publishers. You know, if you don't want to follow the ESG score, if you don't want to obey edicts of other people who have nothing to do with your product, you can always go to publishers. Well, it enters even bigger sharks. Did you know that even your best of deals that you can get from publishers that I have seen anywhere that I could apply for, or that I will pay them $2 for every dollar that they give me. And not only that, upon the agreement, I don't even get to wait. From the time they give me the money, they now take over, and it's a legal agreement that they get 100% of basically 96% of your income generating tools until they get those $2. So if you're producing an MMO at the tune of, 50 million is a joke, but I think I can do it. So for $50 million, I owe them $100 million. And I have no way of making any money other than that. So I have to hope that my project can not only run to production and completion on $50 million, but also everyone in that business I have to be able to pay and maintain out of that $50 million until the game produces $100 million for the investor. Now, I don't know what you want me to do about that. Now the next phase that everyone's talking about, enter the AI and the ultimate cash shop and the march of the zombie gaming. The rage videos are all over the place. Even some of the heavy hitters, like Asmongold, Nathan Napalm, one of my favorites, Redbeard Flynn, Nice Gaming, and 1,000 more like them already announcing the zombie march, the coming of the gaming apocalypse. Titles, music, models, all the assets, the terrains, all the same. No creativity and without originality. Cut and pasted across thousands of titles from the ultimate graphics cash shop. You thought the cash shop in the game was bad. We're talking about a cash shop where it's full with assets and no one creates anything anymore. No one has any artistic value anymore. And let me boot that off with the next phase. They're going to eliminate all the people. They've already told you, these large title brokers that you keep paying money to. Go back. I want you to do the legwork. Go back and research what Blizzard said about the coming AI generated content. Go look. And people think I'm crazy why I keep reaching out to the present people. Well, it's because engineers right now, they have the ability to put their pride aside. And everybody has the ability to fix this. To employ real human beings. To say no. To dare to be original and unique. To say no and take direct investment control of your gaming destiny. Forever Games is building. And our approach to you is always out to you. It's an old school EB Games, GameStop style pre-order. It takes just a little bit extra effort. Go to www.forevergames.net. Click the contact page. Choose the donate link. Place your $5 or more if you can offer it. Pre-order. Then contact 10 of your gaming friends and tell them why you're excited and why you put a pre-order in and why you're sharing them the link. That's it. And ask them to do the same. Here's the reality. If the American population alone is only considered, with a 99.6 failure rate, with a 99.6 failure rate, considering only the American population alone. Your title, your product that you believe in, now is about $6 million to develop a slice and proof of concept for real funding to reach more people. That's the reality. The reality is, with all these boycotts and all these issues, you have always had the power, and you still do. Activision, Blizzard, you want to go direct titles, look at Diablo, oh my. You want to go with New World and their debacle, Lost Ark, how many you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? We've always had the power. Pass it around. Like, share, subscribe today. www.forevergames.net